Okay.
I think this needs to be a weekly talk show, by the way. So, and I can't wait to see Carl wrap the end with Vitalk as the hype beatbox guy. So, just a quick question: where are we up to with Plasma in terms of going kind of live public?
When it's ready.
When is it ready?
I would say that like over the last 6 months, we've seen a lot of work get done on kind of specification and formalization. So we have Plasma MVP, we have Plasma Cache, now we have Plasma XT. No Plasma Unlimited yet, but that's obviously going to be the next one.
No, Plasma Cache is Plasma.
Correct. And Plasma XT is Plasma Cache. Is Plasma. No, and like basically like each of these iterations try to like basically bring us closer to realizing that look, we're really having a fuller grasp of specifically the kind of primitive that we're using when we're building plasma style systems. So specifically this idea of using transactions that are kind of committed into a Merkle tree as a kind of positional scarcity. So the idea that at any particular position in a Merkle tree you can only have one transaction, and how you can use this to like basically enable a fairly large number of off-chain operations to happen at the same time with one single on-chain transaction. And I feel like we're coming closer and closer to understanding, like the frontiers, the limits of these kind of approaches. So for example, at this point, I'm fairly confident that channel-like systems and plasma-like systems are basically the only two categories of off-chain scalability of that type. And that's not something that I would have felt as confident saying 12 months ago. And I think we are going to improve the extent to which we can come up with a formal theory for how these all of these different approaches work. And I think there's been a lot of work starting to be done on implementation. I hope that we're going to see more work on things like auditing, standardizing, formally proving contracts, and we get to the point of having like software development kits. So if you have some corporation that wants to build some consortium chain on some crappy semi-centralized ledger, we can tell them, hey, build a Plasma chain, and they'll be able to actually do that, and they'll have even more scalability and even more decentralization than they otherwise would have, and it'll be great.